andBeyond Phinda is obviously a park, quite a large park that has a very important population of both black and white rhino. And our commitment is to ensure that we have healthy populations of both, and to try and limit or as best as we can have no poaching, which is the major threat to both the black and white rhino currently. So our commitment is to look after and do our best to protect both of these species. We've had a very long partnership with the International Rhino Foundation. They graciously offered some COVID crisis funding, and we were very fortunate to be one of the recipients of these grants. We've decided to use quite a large chunk of that to dehorn a fair amount of rhino. It's obviously expensive to do this. We need to employ a veterinarian, professional veterinarian, and a helicopter to dart these rhinos with. But what we've also done as well, just to maximise the time and the cost, is we've brought in a fixed wing. You can hear it going over now, and they've been going ahead of us spotting rhinos, and it's working really well. This fixed wing is being graciously donated by the Bateleurs, which is a local South African NGO. And so, yeah, the team's working very well together. We've got our ground team, implementing the dehorning, and we've got the helicopter pilot, local helicopter pilot, that the vet goes in to do the darting as well. So as we do one, and we'll just keep rolling to do the next one. So it's good to have all the resources at our disposal to really maximise the funding that we have to do as many rhinos as we can. That's great, Steve. We'll then start with that animal, and I'll get the pilot to have a look at those other three.
We have a spotter plane above us that's looking for rhino while we're busy on the ground, and as soon as they pick one up, we'll take off with the helicopter with the vet, and we'll go there, assess the situation, see if the animal is suitable for dehorning, and then we will make a call and call the ground crew in and put the dart in. It takes usually about 3.5 to 4 minutes for the animal to stop, and then try and maneuver it close to a road or just for easy access to make everyone's life a bit easier. We're trying to do as many as possible today. I think we've done 10 so far, so it's been a good day, and it's only 11:30. Yeah, it's really incredible, especially with this whole COVID-19 thing going on at the moment. People don't always have the money to do this at the moment because everyone else is struggling as well. And for someone to do this, it's just amazing.
I've dehorned in the region of 2,500 odd rhino now. Over the years, we've honed our skills with a chainsaw. The whole idea is to remove as much horn as possible, leave as little on the face of that rhino to discourage any form of poaching. The chainsaw has been the most effective way of doing it. We've tried all the other ways, from hand saws to reciprocal saws, etc. And I come back to the chainsaw as being the most efficient way of doing dehorning as such. It's quick, very quick, generates very little heat. It's not the best if you're wanting to preserve horn, but we're not looking at preserving horn. We're looking at getting those horns off and protecting the rhino, basically.
Yeah, so we've been a partner with the International Rhino Foundation now for about 5 or 6 years. Every year we've managed to get some funding for various initiatives to predominantly protect rhinos, from deception testing or integrity testing to digital radios, to field ranger equipment and training, amongst other things. And obviously this year we were fortunate to get a grant for this crisis that COVID has presented us with, and we've decided to use some of that money, or a large percentage of that money, to continue with our dehorning efforts here at andBeyond Phinda.
So obviously there's lots of trees and power lines around, and a lot of low-level flying, but you have a spare set of eyes in the helicopter that helps you look around and spot power lines. They always let you know if they see them, and yeah, it's a skill set you develop over a few years, and yeah, it's an exciting job.
Yeah, so obviously here at andBeyond Phinda we have a very important population of both black and white rhino, and we have for the last 30 years. And yeah, our commitment is to ensure that during these times of crisis, not just sort of globally, financially with COVID, but I mean, we've had a crisis, a rhino poaching crisis now for the last sort of 20 years. And these populations are under severe threat and pressure from the poaching and the illegal trade of the rhino horn. And so we can't do what we're doing without the support of NGOs like the International Rhino Foundation, and they've been very gracious to grant us $25,000, which has helped us tremendously during this period, this financial strain or this financial crisis period of that during COVID-19. Normally we would do this work of rhino dehorning with guests that come and stay at our andBeyond lodges, but our lodges are empty currently. They have been since lockdown March, and it doesn't look like they're going to be full for some time. So, and this is where the International Rhino Foundation has graciously stepped in to allow us to do this sort of mass dehorning on the ground. And obviously dehorning has proven to be a very effective tool to reduce the risk of poaching on rhinos, not just here in South Africa, but in Africa and Southern Africa as well. Basically what we are doing is taking the incentive away from poachers. We're removing that horn, which is what poachers want, and we still have the risk with all of our field rangers in the field. And yeah, hopefully we will reduce the chance of poachers coming in and shooting rhinos, rhinos like this.
For fuel and endurance in the air, this machine can take enough fuel for about 2 hours 45 minutes flying, but we have jerry cans that we drive on the back of the Land Cruiser that we can just top up in the bush here if we need to, instead of having to fly back all the way to the drum or where the airport is. So the people here, they really go out of their way to make a difference, and everyone's working hard. You go to bed at night feeling tired, but like you've achieved something in the day.
Yeah, so still going to be a bit of pressure tomorrow. We're halfway there. We're at the halfway mark. We're hoping to finish all 30 with the budget that we have by the end of tomorrow. So yeah, I think we'll rest up this evening and then get cracking first thing in the morning again.
Yeah, so it's been going very well. We started yesterday, and so we're into the second day now. I think this is number 9 or 10 for today. Yesterday we did well. We managed to get 10 done, although we didn't notch all of them. Dehorn all of them. But yeah, yesterday was quite tough going. It was quite warm, and the bush was very thick. But today's been going very, very well.
It is, we are really appreciating the funding that we got from the donors that has funded for the dehorning of these 30 rhinos, because now we are so happy. I'm so happy that all these rhinos that we've dehorned, we've given them a second chance of survival, or let me say like 95-98% chances of survival. So we really, really appreciate all the donation that we got from our donors for these exercises that we're currently doing now.
We've had 2 days of the most superb activity. The flying has been good, though very challenging. I must say that to be so hands-on with the flying in windy conditions, which at times was very challenging. But in terms of using the aircraft to do the forward spotting, it's mission accomplished. There's no question whatsoever. We spotted on the second day that all the rhinos that were dehorned, every one of them had been spotted by the aircraft beforehand. So in search of that cost saving and that efficiency, we ticked all the boxes. It was brilliant.
Yes, the last 2 days we've been extremely busy. We managed to dart 29 rhinos and dehorn or trim all of those. So it's been a massive success and it means a lot, especially during these times. So it's been a major success in just decreasing the incentive for poachers to come in.
Yeah, we've done well the last 2 days. We wanted to get 30 and we managed to get 29, and the light's just disappearing over the hills here. So we pretty much ran out of light with one to go, but yeah, I think 29 is a great effort for the last 2 days. It's been tough. It's been quite warm, and obviously finding the right animals to dehorn has been very challenging. We managed to get a few black rhino done as well. So I think all in all, great effort from the team. We have to thank Mike, Dr. Mike Toft, Orton the pilot, Steve from the Bateleurs. They did a fantastic job spotting, and the Phinda conservation team as well. They worked very hard, and yeah, so very satisfying. And I think just to sort of wrap up again, to say thank you to the International Rhino Foundation for giving us the opportunity to do this, and I really think that we can sleep a little bit easier now. I think the 30 rhinos plus all the others that we have are much safer for the efforts that we've done, and yeah, so all in all, great job.